Yes, it is. Hello there, Fox Queen. Apologies. Give me just a few minutes. I'm still posting my things in promotion channels, so just give me just a few. There we go. And the mics are live. Hello, everyone. Hi, Trinity. Moi, moi, moi. How are you doing, Trin? Fox Queen. Hello, hello. Hi, guys. As you can see, from the title, a bit different to what I said I would be doing, where I was just gonna focus on Insurgency for a while. But it's still Pokemon based, so you know, it's my channel, my rules.
Your channel, your rule. It went from playing Pokemon to quote unquote playing with Pokemon.
Yeah, playing Pokemon. Anyway, today I'm joined with Ali the Vampire Gal.
Hello.
Hello. Who was the person who actually suggested this idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm eager to try this.
I'm curious of what Crimson would smash or pass, and I want people to see it. How screwed up I am.
Just turn that down just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so audio should be a bit fixed. It's a bit tricky right now. I didn't mess around too much with audio before the stream, so if things are too loud or too quiet, feel free to just type it out, and I'll try and fix it as we go. Right, so we will swap over to the browser screen right now, and not just that, but we will also start this. There. And now, don't mind any of these. I just wanted to test this out to make sure it was working, and it is, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Ellie here's the little Umbreon right next to me. So we have two things we're gonna do to try and mix things up. One, after we decide what Pokemon we decide to smash and or pass on, we will then be moving to a tier list with all 898 Pokemon, and we will put them on a tier list of hard smash, smash, maybe, pass, and hard pass. Hard smash, smash, pass, and hard pass are obviously, you know, they're self-explanatory. Maybes, we've decided that it is any situation that we have to do a I would smash if, and then X would whatever would happen. That would be a maybe. The second thing that we would be doing is that on hard smashes, we will be taking, at least I will be taking, half a shot, while Ellie here will be, what was he gonna do?
I'm gonna just take a shot, like one sip of like my beers, because I can get drunk off of two, so I just got 2 bottles.
All right, and there you go. Hello, racing fan. Smash a woe pass. I love that, and you know what? I'm taking it. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even notice that my chat was all the way over here. Whoopsie. All right, hang on. Small change. Yoink. We're gonna move ourselves. We are gonna move our asses. Actually, okay. Nope. Stop it. Everything's falling apart.
What's going on? We're flying.
Hang on. Yeah. Everything's fine. I just need to move the Steam thing around. Whoopsie, I completely forgot that I had chat over my. You both were quiet? Uh-oh. Hello. There we go.
Hey.
There we go. Speak up now. There. How's the audio now?
Here, hold on. Wait, oh no, I can't crack my fingers. So I'll just be like, okay, we'll see how it works now. Yeah.
I need to mess around with my browser setting. Sounds better? All right, wonderful. If I need to if I have to re-explain, I will. I think, yeah. Okay. Hopefully that should be high enough that it shouldn't get in the way of our little icons now. If one of you, let's see. Put this in. Okay, well, that's good enough. You know what? Let's maybe just a little bit higher. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so the chat box should be just above us now, and not in front of us.
It's in your head.
No. All right. So with that, we can save it. Close this. Now we can swap back to this. So, again, hard smash, smash, pass, hard pass. Every time we finished a decision on the smash or pass, and then on maybes, only if we can only do a maybe if it's a what if situation. And then on hard smashes, do you also want to count hard passes or just hard smashes?
Just hard smashes.
Okay, so just hard smashes will be, for me, half a shot of vodka, and for LA will be some sips of beer. And
max to 2.
also to just, because I'm not going to lie, I don't know how many of these Pokemon I'm gonna agree with. For my own safety, I am capping myself after like somewhere between depending on how fast this will take effect, because I haven't eaten anything, where I'm gonna cap myself off at some point when I feel like I've had enough. That will be enough of the drinking.
Don't worry, I'll make sure Crimson is flustered for most of this.
No.
Yes,
We will also take monetary breaks to try and eat some snacks and bathroom breaks and whatnot. But other than that, we can get back into it. All right. Luckily, the best thing about this Poke Smash thing. Oh, I hate that.
You've been pooped.
I just thought I don't want to hover my mouse over the smash part again. I've been booped. Thank you, racing.
I heard it through your side.
Ow.
I didn't even need to have I didn't even have to have your stream turned up. I can hear it I heard it through your mic for a second.
Yeah, okay, give me just a sec as I... There we go. Hopefully that's not too loud, but also not loud enough. There we go. Treat your dragon, thank you, Gay Dragon. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've been having a wonderful week and are having a wonderful start to your weekend. All right. Think. I can't undo that, by the way. It just forces me to where I was in the game. It won't let me undo it, so I'll just have to keep going back until we get to that point. Luckily, only 4 Pokemon have passed, so... Alright. The best thing I
was saying, meanwhile, I have 13 of them passed.
The best thing about this is the fact that we have at least a small bit of detail of the Pokemon. I was going to debate whether or not I should like look up Pokedex entries about the Pokemon, but I feel like that would take a little bit too much time.
Yeah,
so these small snippets of like detail should be more than enough for us to make our decision on. All right, if not just general look. All right.
Yeah.
So we ready to start?
I'm ready when you are.
All right. So first off, we have our boy Bulbasaur. Grass poison. A strange seed was planted on its back at birth. The plant sprouts and grows with this Pokemon.
For me, it's a pass.
Pass?
Yeah, it's a baby. It's hard pass.
It's a baby. I don't have a problem. Not the baby argument. My problem with this Pokemon is that I don't like the face. Bulbasaur is a weird thing. I've never chosen Bulbasaur in any of my playthroughs, and mainly comes from the fact that I don't like its face too much.
It's also the plant frog Pokemon. It's literally a frog with a plant sprout.
I mean, there are some interesting frog Pokemon. Toxic Croak. We'll get that. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, no. I don't like the poison, although it could make some interesting ideas with the Vine Whip that it has. Because for some reason this Pokemon can know Tail Whip, even though it has no tail. But yeah,
it could be a tiny tail.
It can be a tiny tail.
It can wiggle its butt around. It's a tail.
All right, so pass. Yoink. All right, so for the tier list, Bulbasaur gonna be a hard pass for me.
Yeah, Bulbasaur's hard pass for me because, like I said, baby child.
Yeah. All right, so next we have Ivysaur. When the bulb on its back grows larger, it appears to lose the ability to stand on its hind legs. All right. It's still a grass poison type.
Last time, I said smash, but I say it for me. It's a maybe because reading the part where it lots to stand on its hind legs, that means it's on all fours, so doggy style all time.
I'm more see you're not you don't have the big brain. Think of this. Bigger Ivysaur, bigger plant, bigger vines, bigger vine tendrils, essentially. You know.
I was gonna say, hun, you have your things, I have my.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I'm just saying, whips, come in. It's interesting. Sure. It's a little bit more. It's a bit better looking than Bulbasaur. I'm willing to admit.
True, it's not baby, but for me, I'm like mine for the Ivysaur. It's gonna be it's a maybe because it's a what?
It's a maybe. And
it's a maybe.
Okay, then for the smash or pass, would it be a pass or a smash? Oh, more leaning.
For me, I put pass.
Pass.
It's more down that way.
I would say smash. I would definitely say smash. So for me, this Bulbasaur, I would, it's a smash. The idea is there, although I wouldn't jump straight to hard smash.
Sure.
Also, Crimson is a hecking cutie. No, I'm not. Studs and Audio are hecking cuties, though. Dragon, thank you also for the chocolate. Yep. Okay, so we got Venusaur. So Venusaur, the plant blooms when it absorbs solar energy. It stays on the move to seek sunlight. Grass poison.
For me, like, it's been a while since I've done this. Last time I said pass, but I'm just imagining big plant frog.
Big plant frog. Yeah.
With big dump truck.
Big jump truck. Yeah. I don't know. For me, this is kind of one of those hard pass moments. It's like it takes a good. It's like Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, but then Venusaur is just nah.
Yeah,
I can't.
I wouldn't. For me, it would be. It is a. I was about to say a hard pass. I would just say it's.
For me, it's a hard pass. Yoink. So Venusaur slowly gets a hard pass for me. Boop. Next, we have Charmander. Obviously prefers hot places. When it rains, steam is set to sprout from the tip of its tail.
For me, hard pass because one, baby, and two, if I accidentally snuff out the tail, it's gone.
This definitely does feel more of like a cuddling Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a cuddle Pokemon, but
this is definitely a cuddle Pokemon. Yeah.
You want to take it to bed, but for cuddles.
For cuddles. To keep warm at night, in those chilly nights. I definitely would love having our Charmander just kind of vibe around. I would really hope that it has more control over that fire tail than just it can be put out or not, because I would hate for it to just set my bed on fire.
Hey, that'd be a good way to come. Just cuddling with someone and you peacefully fall asleep on the bed. It's just
yeah. All right, yoink. The problem is that it obviously prefers hotter places, so using it for those types of moments would be kind of redundant.
Well, actually, I was about to say doing it in the has this vapor water going everywhere. That the tail could just go.
All right. So next up is Charmeleon. When it swings its burning tail, it elevates the temperature to unbearably high levels.
Hard pass for me because I don't like the heat.
You don't like heat?
I don't at all. So it's a hard pass.
For
If
me?
I'm going,
For me, I like a bit of sweat. I like the cut of his jib. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say yes. Smash for my boy Carmelian. Maybe not a hard smash, but you know.
it's a smash, but not hard.
Mhm. Next Pokemon, Charizard. Fire flying, spits fire that is hot enough to melt boulders, known to cause forest fires unintentionally. All right.
If you want to say yours first, you can.
Hard
mine's just-
smash.
Mine. I wouldn't say mine's a hard smash, but it's a smash because it makes me think of a certain dragon.
Aw. For me, it's a hard smash. However, I would have to take care of not bringing it into the forest at all, which is ironic because a bunch of Pokemon games start you out in the forest, so that would be a bit weird. But yeah,
You don't start with a Charizard.
not in every game, but the games that I do, I'm definitely putting that as a hard smash. Daddy Charizard can take me anytime.
For me, it's just a regular smash. I wouldn't say hard smash.
All right, and that's my first. Hang on, let me pour myself some. That's my first hard smash of the day.
Excuse me.
And also, I've been around the block. I've been to E621. I know some. I've seen some things from Charizard that's got me interested.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right. Swapping back. Squirtle. Water type. After birth, its back swells and hardens to a shell. Powerfully sprays foam from its mouth. That just sounds like rabies.
Still, hard pass for me. It's baby, and if anything, it's more of a hockey puck to me. pick up the baby Squirtle and just throw it across the water. Be like, see how many skips you go.
Oh, I don't want to agree with you, but that's right. It's true. Yoink. Get out of here, Bulbasaur. Who's the number next to you? That is Ellie the Vampire Gal. Yes, they're here to join me. They're the ones who orchestrated all this. However, I had all the prepping.
Yeah, they have the prepping. For instance, the streamer, I am not.
Yeah, for me, it's a it's a pass.
It's a smash, huh?
No, it's a pass. Because of what you said, it does look like a hockey puck. I see no reason to have it around.
And the part saying it's when it was born, its back swells up, just like that. That means the shell could be soft, and you can accidentally.
Oh yeah, That. Ooh, I don't want to remember that. All right, next is Wartortle. Often hides in water to stalk unwary prey. For swimming fast, it moves its ears to maintain balance. Ooh. What would you say? We're assuming that the shell has obviously hardened at this point.
I went. Smash. It's
Smash?
not hard smash, but smash.
I can understand that. I can believe. I can. I'll agree with you. I'm more interested on the fact that bigger, slightly bigger, kind of more of a portable bidet.
Yeah.
I've seen Wartortle with water gun. I know what they can do. Yoink. So we're gonna do smash on that. But like you said, not hard smash, but smash.
Let's smash.
Blastoise. Give me all the pressure. Water. A brutal Pokemon with pressurized water jets on its shell. They use for high-speed tackles. Daddy Blastoise, take me.
For me, it's smash because I'm sure Blastoise can take control of the water or control how hard the cannons shoot. Plus, doing it with a Blastoise, and the Blastoise can make it rain above.
Oh yeah, rain dance.
We could hit wet for 2 reasons.
Haha. He's a cutie. Well, it's PNG. They are an absolute cutie. Everyone gives them cutie names. So that's another shot. Already taken. Blastoise, like you said, can absolutely control that that water jet. And then at the end, he can, clean me out,
You right. The Blastoise could
They're-
clean you out.
They're a wonderful just aftercare cleaner.
So what I'm hearing is, if you have Charizard and Blastoise in the same room, you have the hot sweat from the Charizard and Blastoise.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just make sure it's not towards the poor Charizard, or else that play just
That could end badly.
it could.
Anyway, next Pokemon, Caterpie. Bug type. Its short feet are tipped with suction pads that enable it to tirelessly climb slopes and walls. I'm gonna say this is one of those, if I am, this is a maybe for me. This is a smash leaning maybe. If
Yeah,
I'm drunk enough.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's maybe it's also could be the shape of it. It could just, with suction cup too. Just imagine it just going up the butt. Anal beads.
Yoink. Yep, so we're gonna put that onto our very first maybe. Metapod. Bug type. This Pokemon is vulnerable to attack while its shell is soft, exposing its weak and tender body.
Pass. Hard pass. I don't want to smash a Metapod and accidentally brush it underneath me.
I mean, it's not always vulnerable. The shell, I'm thinking that this is talking more of when it's freshly evolved.
But when you take it to bed, it can become vulnerable. I've seen what you could possibly do.
You're right.
Crack.
Crack. Yeah, I guess it would be. I guess although it wouldn't be vulnerable, it wouldn't be invulnerable either. So it would be a very delicate person. So pass. Come on, yoink. Why is it? There we go. All right. So we're gonna put a pass on this. Butterfree. Bug flying. In battle, it flaps its wings at high speed to release highly toxic dust into the air.
Pass, because if it sex in bed could count as a battle, and if it's getting enough pleasure, its wings, it's gonna flap against you.
I mean, it depends on what type of toxic. Like toxic dust.
Yeah, you're right. There's 2 different. It could be deadly, or it could be like, man, I'm seeing colors in bed tonight.
Smash 100%. It knows harden. That's enough. That's right. Oh my god, I didn't remember that. It does know harden.
You right. You know what? Okay, that changed it.
You know what? Yeah, I'm changing.
It's still staying in pass, but it's no longer a hard pass.
I'm gonna say it's a smash for me. At that point.
Okay, I need to catch a pass.
Yeah.
To your house.
All right. So Butterfree. There's 2 types of poison in the Pokemon world. There's actual poison, which is hell to deal with. Paralysis, though, still hell to deal with, but can be a lot more pleasurable. All right.
Oh wait, sleep. Oh, and sleep powder.
Sleep powder as well. For that after time cuddle.
Yeah, be in the middle of it, and all of a sudden, just flash wing, you just knock out.
I can definitely see a lot of utilization with its toxic dust, depending on which ones it knows. And as you know, we're also considering that these are in fact Pokemon that we own, right? That we have in our Pokeballs, right? Okay, then we ourselves would be able to teach it the moves that we would want for that.
Okay, so I'm gonna do is get this Butterfree and teach it Sleep Powder, Quiver Dance, Silver Wind, and Psychic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would seem about right. So I'm gonna put a smash on that. Maybe not a hard smash because I had to do a bit of deliberation with that, but
To be honest, that went for this discussion with the Butterfree put it up to a maybe for me.
oh, maybe. All right, so it's a what if, like,
Yeah,
if it knew these
like
moves.
yeah, if it knew Sleep Powder and all this, yes.
All right. Next is a Weedle. Bug poison, often found in forest, eats leaves, and it has a sharp, venomous stinger on its head.
That I wouldn't say a hard pass, but it's a pass. But it says the poison needle.
It is venomous. It is venomous.
But it also has a needle on the back end. So it doesn't say anything about the back end needle being poisonous.
It
so
doesn't.
As long as you put it, so if you put in the Weedle tail first and leave the head out, then you're fine. Plus, it gives you a stinger, so if someone gets up against you, you just rub your butt against it, just poison.
just point your butt towards some shrubbery. It'll be fine.
Yeah, for me, it's a pass.
Oh, good God.
Cloudy Obsession raided my lair with 12 views.
Hello, Cloudy. Hi. Thank you so
Hello.
much for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Hang on. Let me get you a shout out. Hi, Cloudy. How are you doing? Ding, ding. Raid. Ding, 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 ding. There you go, Cloudy. Oh. Trinity on that wonderful game. I can't stick around because I have DMD in 10, but saw you were doing this, so it was an easy raid choice. Also never got to raid you, so well, thank you so much, Cloudy. Yeah, today was a little bit of a later stream, but thank you for raiding. Welcome, raiders. I hope you had fun playing Elden Ring. I saw a little bit before I had to start my own streams, but yeah. Before I forget, yes. No, this is just stream. What's this? You can thank this lovely Umbreon next to me for that.
Yeah, I was curious.
They were curious to see my choices in this. Hello, everyone. Hello, Angry Scootsman. Hello, Sprinkles the dog. Hope you're all having a wonderful. I hope you're all having a wonderful, you know, start to your weeks and had a wonderful weekend. Jimmy, how are you doing? I love that they've made an app for this. Yes, they have. And this is making me really question a lot of what I had to think about.
It does, especially when you have me here.
When I did it a few months ago, I just used the Pokédex website. Yeah, that's what I thought, and then I found this, and I thought, hey, this works. And then I hate it as well, because if I hover my mouse over the smash option, I don't want to see that anymore. But yes, I hope you're all enjoying me. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, like I said. Ellie, do you have anything to say for our welcoming newcomers to this interesting endeavor?
I hope we entertain you with what our choices are, because when it gets later in the Pokédex, we're gonna see how strange it gets.
We're gonna see. I mean, I feel like we already have some interesting choices, you know.
I mean,
you're saying, I mean, tell first Weedle and then have a portable like shrub cutter if you just point your butt towards any like tall grass.
You put the Weedle up your butt, and then you just like you're going on a train, and someone does it behind you, and just like gives you a little touch. And they just fall over. It's like
they just give you a little ass slap, and then there they go.
ha ha
Ha! You fell for my Weedle trap.
Next thing you hear, we're just here.
But yeah, welcome everyone. My name is Crimson Star. I'm a variety streamer, and right now we're just doing, you know, I seem to be addicted. I've been bitten by the Pokemon bug, and I've been doing nothing but Pokemon lately, and I couldn't I couldn't ask for more. What we're doing is a little bit of a twist. We have the Pokesmash app obviously open, and then on this side we have a tier list that will determine how hard we would smash or how hard we would pass. and we have a maybe if we ever get a situation where what if like if anything has the if standard into it, then that's where the Pokemon goes. I personally would have to say pass. I can't say that I wouldn't enjoy this Pokemon as much as I would, you know, Weedle. So I'm gonna put this as a hard pass. Okay, so Kakuna, bug and poison. By the way, in later entries, you're gonna hear me mispronounce a lot of Pokemon names, and I'm not gonna regret it. Bug poison, almost incapable of moving. This Pokemon can only harden its shell to protect itself from predators. See, this is Metapod if it had the correct description.
Yes, you are right. And this one, I'm gonna be honest. This Kakuna is a maybe. Like
This
it
is-
is like maybe, but it's towards the smash.
This is,
But, yes.
you know, I kind of want to do a little bit of research on this. How big does a Kakuna get? We're gonna do a quick Google search on this. Kakuna can be, I'm guessing that's
Well-
2 feet.
Yeah, 2 feet, 6.6 meters.
2 feet in height and 0.6 meters. Okay. 2 feet.
Yeah.
That the shape it has though.
You're also carrying around a 22 bug.
It's essentially a butt plug.
Yes.
It's essentially a butt plug. It gets hard, but it also doesn't move. It doesn't matter if it moves or not. You can just carry it around. So I'm gonna definitely say not pass, smash for this one.
It's a maybe for me.
For me, it's a smash. Not a hard smash, but smash. All right, Beedrill. Bug poison type. It has 3 poisonous stingers on its 4 legs and its tail, and they are used to jab its enemy repeatedly. This is a hard choice.
So mine is like for me, it's a like I said, maybe. If it can control where its stingers is going, then yes, it's a maybe. So it's more towards the smash. If it can control its stingers, so it doesn't poke me while I'm having it in the bed.
See, the thing is that I don't like shots in general. So getting stabbed is kind of like getting a shot.
It is.
My anxiety would spike too badly with this Pokemon. I feel like these stingers would only be good in battle. All right, so this is definitely going to be a pass for me. It's going to be a hard pass for me.
It's like a maybe smash.
Pidgey, normal flying type. A common sight in forests and woods. It flaps its wings at ground level to kick up blinding sand.
Pass, because 1, it's a bird. 2,
It's a bird. Yeah,
I say it's a bird, but next thing you know, we're gonna keep going through, and I'm gonna see another bird, be like,
yeah, no, for me, this is definitely also a pass. There's nothing unique about them. There's just nothing unique about them. Pidgeotto, very protective of its sprawling territorial area. This Pokemon can fiercely peck at any intruder.
it's
Much like Avian, like many Avian OCs that I have seen, probably not the best at at a certain activity. So I'm definitely gonna have to say pass on this. Those talons are also
when you bring up Avian, I'm just like, you're right. Is that now? I'm just imagining Pidgeotto as one of like, it's a maybe.
for me. It's a pass.
It's a maybe.
Not only does it bring nothing creative to the table either, it's just no. I don't see it.
It's a maybe, and also if it pecks intruders. So if I'm asleep cuddling with the Pidgeotto,
I guess it would make a good form of self-defense, but like,
as long as you could teach it that you're not an intruder, then you're fine.
yeah. All right, Pidgeot, normal flying. When hunting, it skims the surface of water at high speeds to pick up unwary prey such as Magikarp. See, here's the thing. Again, it's just there's nothing really interesting that I can think. Like, yeah, it can claw me, and I'm not one to really shrug away
Yeah.
from scratch marks, but I don't really see any other benefit to it.
True. Yeah,
So-
I agree. It's a pass for me.
Yeah, it's a pass.
I more see it as okay. I'm gonna use this to fly to work.
Yeah, I can definitely see it being like, all right, Pidgeot, grab me like by my shoulder and then just yeet me over.
It's like it's not a sex buddy. Hey, it's like transportation.
Yeah, it's a
Reliable-
transportation Pokemon.
Reliable transportation.
All right. Rattata, normal. Bites anything that it attacks. Small and very quick. It's a common sight in many places. It's gonna be a pass for me.
It's a rat.
It's. I have no problem with rats.
I mean, same, but-
The problem with me comes from the fact that it's just the mouth. I don't like the fangs. The idea of the teeth are just bad.
Now the question, because it's on the tier list.
Yes, it is
What
on the
about-
tier list.
I know, but I'm saying the Alolan version.
Yeah, I see it.
The one with the mustache. Does that make it at least go to a maybe for you? Because the mouth changes?
It still has the teeth. That's the problem.
What's wrong with the teeth? I have those teeth, excuse me.
I do not have it. I'd rather not have mine be cut off. Thank you.
Oh, you. Okay, yeah, then
I've seen some of Raticates and Ratatats like Pokemon decks entries in like Pokemon
Crunch.
Ranger games. Yeah, Crunch. I have seen that Rattata or Raticate can cut through trees with its mouth. Nothing.
Yeah.
Speaking of Raticate, it uses its whiskers to maintain its balance. It apparently slows down if they are cut off. That has to be a pass for me.
You're gonna smash this Raticate?
No, this is also a pass.
Yeah, the regular Raticate is a hard pass, but the Alolan Raticate with the big cheeks, it has good storage.
Yes.
That's a pass.
It has good store cheeks, yes. The thing that would pass about Raticate is the fact that, like, if you get rid of the one thing that would make me want to do it, it slows down, and that's not true.
Yeah.
And that for the Alolan Raticate, it would be a definite maybe. It would be a definite maybe if the teeth are not structured the same way as the normal Raticate.
Yeah, I still say pass for me with the Alolan one. I just see it more as a portable thing. To be like, okay, I'm walking around with a rat.
Portability.
I'm rocking around with a rat with puffy cheeks. What's in the cheeks? Just food.
Spearow, normal flying type. It flaps its small wings bustily to fly, using its beak to search and grasp for prey. It's gonna be a pass for the same reason as, you know, Pidgeotto, and Pidgeot.
Yeah.
It's just a bird, nothing too unique about them.
Yeah.
So, Pharaoh, with its huge, magnificent wings, it can keep afloat without ever having to land for rest. Again, it's just a bird. I can't really make too much
Transportation.
transportation, but definitely not a smash.
Yeah, it's a pass, not a hard pass.
Yeah. Alright, so Ecans, or snake backwards. Poison. Moves silently and stealthily, eats the eggs of birds and such as Pidgey and Sparrow whole.
So this is where like on my list it kind of stops because I haven't gotten this far. But
What's your decision?
for me,
Mm-hmm.
it's a maybe.
Maybe?
But it's more towards the pass. It's
And-
more towards pass, but it's a maybe because a certain let's just say a certain kink I have and yeah.
This is definitely a maybe. The reason saying is that it is a smash if Ecans does not have like fangs, because from
Yeah,
the
as long as
art,
that-
because from the art that it looks like right now, it doesn't look like it actually has any teeth. It just looks like it's something that it just devours whole, and then lets the poison inside of its body do most of the work. So
I spelled teeth wrong. Hold on.
teeth.
See.
So this is a definite maybe.
So I googled about the Ekans, and it says there's no visible teeth.
Exactly. See.
So yeah, maybe as long as it doesn't like.
See, just because it doesn't have any visible teeth doesn't mean it doesn't have teeth, but that's still a good indicator that, hey, I mean, hey.
As long as it doesn't engulf my dick.
I mean, that would have to take you with it, but
Like
anyway. Arbok, poison. It's rumored that the fiercely warning marks on its belly differ from area to area. 1, that's bullshit.
2, it's a smash for me.
Smash?
Not hard smash, but smash. Like I said, like with Ekans,
I could snake. Actually, you know what I could actually, you know what, this is a smash. The reason I come up with this is because it's a larger snake, so it can coil around you. You know, the implications of being coiled by a snake and just squeezed like a big warm hug. I love it.
Yeah.
So that's a smash.
Yeah, smash for me is because it's kink, and also your thing with saying the it wrapping around. The certain genitalia area of the snake could be right at that spot, and I could just do it while it's hugging me.
Anyway, all right, Pikachu, electric type. You didn't even let me get finished.
Here's the thing. I say pass because yes, Pikachu was like my favorite Pokemon since I was like a child. I grew up with Pikachu, but I am not fucking a mouse, especially one that could zap me.
When several of these Pokemon gather, their electricity could build and cause lightning storms. E-Stem? See, that's what I was thinking, Racing. I was thinking of E-Stem. Personally, I wouldn't have a problem with it. However, I feel... I can also understand your point. It is just kind of more of a... I would imagine that Pikachu is kind of, like in our real world, the poster child of the Pokemon world. So, it would kind of be hard to exist with that thought.
You're also thinking about you're literally having sex with a living mouse taser that can zap you with almost like 1,000,000 volts of lightning.
You give Pikachu too much credit in its power.
If anything, I see Pikachu more as a way to save up on an electric bill.
Well, I'll put mine as a maybe if it can control its electricity.
Yeah.
All right, Raichu. Electric. Its long tail serves as a ground to protect itself from high voltage power.
See, Raichu would be a smash for me because that little description, how it can control its lightning with its tail.
I mean, not really. I think that would be the opposite. That it needs the tail to protect itself from how strong it can do its attacks.
But you see how long the tail is. If it hangs off the bed, it's touching the ground. That means the electricity is just going straight to the ground while the Raichu is
I don't think you would. You know what? Believe what you will. I'm putting it as a smash because what that tail do?
Zap taser.
Exactly. Self-defense on top of it. Beautiful. Smash.
Yeah.
Alright, Sandshrew. It's ground type. Burrows deep underground in arid locations, far from water. It emerges only to hunt for food.
It's a pass for me because baby hedgehog.
It's not even I'm passing just because, you know, I don't... It's just existing. It's vibing.
It's more of a pet than a...
Yeah, something I would pet more than anything.
Yeah, now the question.
A lowland. Yeah, a lowland.
Yeah, the little igloo.
The little igloo. I definitely would say pass as well, because I would much rather just kind of just keep it in a cold temperature because I would love to just have like an igloo Pokemon.
I agree, especially if you can. It's also you can literally it'll roll up in a ball just to sleep, and you could just put it on top of you and have a cold surface.
Exactly. All right.
Also a soccer ball. But...
Yeah. Well, maybe not a soccer ball, but anyway. Sand Slash, ground type, curls up into a spiny ball when threatened. It can roll while curled up to attack or escape. Now this is a hedgehog. And
pass.
Yeah, pass. I don't really see anything that it could really be used.
Yo, you
So-
hug the Sand Slash, it rolls up into the ball while you're hugging it, and you have yourself a little portable car that can protect you.
I don't think Sand Slash is that big. Pretty
How
sure
big-
it's like
hold on.
hip height down.
Okay. How big is a Sand Slash? It's only 3 feet tall.
Yeah, so hip height down.
True.
Uh,
Just put it around my hand.
Yeah.
Get multiple ones, put them around my hand, and I have my own portable car.
Become your own transformer.
Yes. Now,
All right, so the Alolan Sand Slash, I believe it's the same idea. However,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a hard pass actually for me because, like, it would just be really cold to just touch at that point.
I agree. Mine is hard to pass because it's sharper.
Yeah. All right. Nidoran F, Poison. Although small, its venomous barbs render this Pokemon dangerous. The female has smaller horns. I'm definitely good. Yeah, pass.
Hard pass because baby, and also it's a Pokemon. If I caught it, I would never do anything sexual with it unless it evolves.
It's more of the venomous barbs that render the Pokemon dangerous because that just means that it has no control over them.
True. Yeah.
So I'm gonna put that in hard pass. Nidorina. Poison. The female's horn develops slowly. Prefers physical attacks such as clawing and biting. Ooh.
Maybe.
Maybe. Because I don't see as many barbs as, Nidorina and F, right?
Mm-hmm.
And clawing and biting may be something I am interested in.
Okay.
And also what that horn do. But anyway.
And now this is when I start typing down.
Yoink. So I'm gonna put that as a smash.
For me, it's a maybe.
I'll put it as a maybe. If the horn and or barbs no longer are as sharp or as effective as when they were younger.
Mhm.
All right. Nidoqueen, poison ground type. Its hard scales provide strong protection. It uses its hefty bulk to execute powerful moves.
And before we do anything, I'm googling this. Nidoqueen is 4 feet tall.
Is what?
4 feet tall.
Nidorina or Nidoqueen?
Nidoqueen.
That's very small. All right. I was going to say, a big Nidoqueen would be absolute mommy. But hearing this information, I'm gonna have to say pass.
Mine's a smash.
All right. Your reasoning?
Big, yes, it's only 4 feet tall, but hey, it's still it's a short milk with big titties that I can just play with while it's pounding me from like fucking on top of me.
How much does Nidoqueen weigh?
Nidoqueen. Where is it? 132 pounds, so 60 kilograms.
Okay, so not that much. All right.
Almost. I'm 20 pounds heavier than the Nidoqueen.
All right. I'm obviously gonna say pass. Not a hard pass, but just a pass. All right. Nidoran M. Poison. Stiffens its ears to sense danger. The larger its horns, the more powerful its secreted venom.
So you just have to catch a Nidoran male with a small horn, and you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
But for me, it's still it's a pass.
but it says horns. Just meaning that it has multiple horns.
Does it say?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Now I'm curious.
It has multiple horns, so you would have to be very lucky. Because I would assume that they would be very varied.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say pass.
Yeah, I'm now like trying to look on the sprite, like the horns. I see the one big one.
I'm gonna do a pass on that.
Yeah, it's a pass.
I'll wait for it. Alright, Nidorino. Poison. An aggressive Pokemon that is quick to attack. The horn on its head secretes a powerful venom. Seeing as how aggressive it can be and quick to attack, most preferably with its horn most likely, I'm gonna have to say pass.
Yeah, pass. Actually, hard pass because yeah, if it could just get mad at me and just
Yeah, and then just kind of put me in the ground with that. Yeah. Okay. Nidoking. Poison ground type. It uses its powerful tail in battle to smash, constrict, and break the prey's bone.
hard pass.
I'm gonna say it's maybe if I can, you know, be a good trainer to it. I'm pretty sure it would use those not to kill me.
True. But still, even if I'm a trainer, I'm not getting the risk of broken bones. I mean, I could use that to excuse me, like, yo, I can't go to work. Why? My Pokemon smashed my bones. What do you
My
mean?
Pokemon smashed my bones.
What
You
bones are
need
broken?
you need an excuse? Well, hey Nidoking, hey, wrap your tail around my leg.
Heck, ah!
All right.
Can I go to work? Can I go home early? No. Get
All right.
Nidoking to do your work.
Clefairy, a fairy type. It's magical and cute appeal, has many admirers. It's rare and found only in certain areas. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty pass for me.
It's a maybe.
It's a pass for me. I can't really say that I would do too much something like this.
For me, it's mostly a maybe. If it has the move Metronome, because it has multiple moves it can use against you all.
Oh.
If you want to get wet with water gun, it has a
Well, here's the downside to Metronome. It's all randomized.
You right.
So,
I know that's going. Okay, that move is
Yeah,
fast.
so for as much as I know you might like that, the last thing I think you would want during an incident moment is accidentally starting an earthquake.
Or just doing it does Metronome and accidentally cause an explosion.
Or causing, you know, fire breath.
I'm more scared of explosion because that's more destructive than. I'll say, yes, my house. Yes, my house can catch on fire, but with explosion, my house is gone completely.
Yeah, sure. Edit. Clefable, a timid fairy Pokemon that is rarely seen. It will run and hide the moment it senses people. It's just a bigger Clefairy, and I can't see like any reason.
But imagine just a shy girl in a school scenario.
It would be a shy like a shy scenario.
Yeah, but pass for me.
All right, Vulpix, fire. At the time of birth, it has just one tail. The tail splits from its tip as it grows older. Oh, great.
It's Smash.
Smash? All right.
Yeah, I think that's the first almost baby Pokemon that I would smash.
I wouldn't say it's a baby Pokemon because it has 9 tails at
True.
this point.
And you're also in.
I'm pretty sure we can all agree that at this point, with this Vulpix in particular, it would be close to evolving. If this description is true, then I'm guessing that the number of tails is equal to like how old it is and how close it is to becoming a 9 tails in the future.
Also, the other main reason is you've seen the video, like the Pokemon video, where the kids go into the professor and the professor talks about how Pokemon can be female. They're not just your partners in battling and trainers; they are also partners in your life and all that.
Mm-hmm. I have.
AKA the lewd version.
Yeah. So, definite pass if it was closer to its evolution. Now, Alolan. So this is a smash.
Yeah.
Alolan Vulpix, I'm actually gonna have to say pass. Do you
It's a
have
smash. It's a smash for me.
It's
Because
a-
it's
go on.
I would say it's a Vulpix, but instead of heat, it's cold.
Oh wait.
Huh?
Hang on. I forgot to set myself up on on streamer mode on Discord. So there we go. Now I'm all right. Okay, so next is Ninetales.
So we're just gonna open this because Ninetales is the first Pokemon I would want to smash.
Very smart and very vengeful. Grabbing one of its many tails can result in 1,000-year curse. Is it worth the curse?
But yeah, it's hard smash for me. I'm gonna just take 2 sips because it could be both the Ninetales are hard smashes for me. So.
Ninetales can learn psychic type moves, which is the weird part, even though it is only fire type. You know, it's been shown in the show that it can learn psychic type moves, and it has some psychic capabilities. So I would not be afraid if it even eventually, you know, would get into a point where it could actually use telekinesis. So I'm actually gonna say yes.
Yeah, for me it's hard smash for both because
I'm gonna say hard smash as well. Despite the curse, I would pretty much just have this person as a companion.
Wait, there's a curse.
Yeah, there's 1,000-year curse if you touch one of its tails.
Okay. It's still a hard smash for me. I would take the risk.
This is the hard smash, and so I am taking half a shot.
I took 2 sips of my beer.
Ugh. All right. All right. Now, Alolan Vulpix. Alolan Ninetales, sorry.
I was gonna say, I took my 2 sips because I think Alolan's also a hard smash. I already took my other sip with it.
I'm gonna say maybe. If it can control its temperature.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jigglypuff, normal flying type. When its huge eyes light up, it sings a mysterious, soothing melody that lures its enemies to sleep.
Hold on. Normal flying type?
Normal fairy type. Whoopsie, sorry.
I mean, yes, it's a balloon, but...
This is not a Pokemon. I've seen Smash. I've seen the destruction of this thing can cause. But no, I'm not. I would say pass, but I would definitely have it for the soothing melody that could put me to sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. It's pass for me, but if it can sing me to bed and I can actually get full sleep for once, then yes.
Yeah, so that's a pass.
Also a marshmallow to hold in bed.
Exactly. It's just. Also, I booped the Umbreon. You've been booped. Alright, Wigglytuff. Normal fairy type. The body is soft and rubbery. When angered, it will suck in air and inflate itself to an enormous size.
Yeah.
I don't see this as...
all I imagine is one wrong move. It just inhales enough air and it gets big enough, and you have something in your room that's a little bit sharp, and next thing you know, you hear
No. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna smash because that's basically just a body pillow inflator.
It is.
Yeah, that's just a body living, like a living body pillow.
It's still pass.
A cuddle look.
Yeah, I'm still saying pass because yes, it's color, but no, I'm not risking the part where if I slam down hard.
It's soft though.
It is soft, but wrong move and you pop it.
I don't think that's how Pokemon work. Anyway, all right, Zubat. Poison flying type, forms colonies in perpetual dark places, uses ultrasonic waves to identify and approach targets. Nerds?
Need a real adventure?
What's happening?
Compare
Hello?
travel cards that
Huh?
help you book adventures beyond your backyard.
I'm hearing
What?
something. I don't know what's.
Do you hear ads?
Yeah.
And turn everyday
Hold on.
purchases into your next
Is that my? I think that's my. Why do I hear it too? I don't know where it is.
your way there. Find the smartest
Is that on my stream? Like,
I can't tell if that was mine or not.
I don't know, but I don't like.
Tell me
I don't have
for-
ads. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Okay, so it might have been my side on my Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just gonna close Spotify
Yeah.
so I don't have any interruptions of ads about nerds.
Oh, I remember that Jigglypuff would. I remember that one Jigglypuff that would cause havoc via drawing random things on Ashen. I remember that episode. Yes, the episode where Team Rocket were using Jigglypuff to hypnotize, I think, an entire town's Pokemon, and would use Jigglypuff's song to kind of capture them all. That's what I remember. But I also remember the Jigglypuff that was just like, I'm gonna write on you like. Like the...
Jigglypuff I remember is the one episode where what was it? Where Jigglypuff turns into a giant thing.
Oh my
Like,
god.
It's a kaiju battle.
Oh my god. I don't even want to remember that. Alright,
I do.
Zubat, although a cool pet to have, definitely not a smash.
Yeah, I agree. Pass.
Like you
Hard
can make as many arguments as you want about its size and its mouth, but I can't. No.
Yeah.
You can make the argument that any small Pokemon with a mouth is a living toy, but I feel like that's too used at this point. Once it strikes, it will not stop draining energy from the victim, even if it gets too heavy to fly.
Yeah, especially so no.
When you finish, but they just keep going.
Wait, which one are we talking about?
Go
or
back.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
back.
then yeah, pass.
I'm gonna smash on that. I really like it. I'm gonna say maybe if I can train it to not kill me.
You know what? I agree, maybe, because then if it bites me and sucks up energy, I can make complaints. Be like, I can't come to work. Why fucking Pokemon trade?
Why must you stream when I'm at work? I'm sorry, Cage. Maybe when we'll still be here for a couple hours. Trust us. It's been about an hour and a half, and we're only 43 Pokemon in. This is gonna hurt.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know. So I was like, I'll just look at the time. Like,
Yeah. So here we go. All right. Oddish, grass poison. During the day, it keeps its face buried in the ground. At night, it wanders around sowing its seeds.
no.
I can see it being used as a plug.
Yes, but you could. It's a pass for me because yes, it can be used as a plug. But if you accidentally fall asleep and then have it in your butt while it's at night, is putting seeds inside you.
I mean, that's during day. Oh wait, at night. Never mind. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like during day it's in the ground and all.
I
but if
don't
it's
think.
night-
I also don't think that you would forget that. By the way,
Yeah.
just saying. I'm gonna say smash.
So I'm just gonna say it's like I was gonna say because it's like because it's already been like an hour. You said like an hour and a half. We only went through 40 Pokemon. I was just gonna say let's just say Smash. Like let's just say like yes, read the description, but we just don't describe why we would Smash or pass it. We just say Smash.
No, no. I feel like if it goes on for too long, I feel like we can stop midway.
True. We'll stop at 400.
Yes, we'll stop at 400 and see how much time we have, because I am planning to do something later tonight. So I might need to take a nap after. So we'll keep going the way we're going. Besides, this is a lot more fun, you know, than just going smash, pass, smash, pass, smash, pass.
Yeah,
Right.
and I was gonna say if it goes
Only stream? No. No.
So we could just do it. We could just do it. If we could do it tomorrow, if we don't finish it today.
Yeah, if we don't finish today, we can always finish it tomorrow. And then we have Sunday off, so we can plan out the later streams.
Well, Sunday I work. So.
I know. I don't stream. That's our off day.
Yeah.
Anyway. So Gloom, grass poison. The fluid that oozes from its mouth isn't drool. It is a nectar that is used to attract prey. I have to say pass. I just never liked the look of Gloom.
Yeah. It's a pass for me too.
Yeah. Also note that I have never even watched. I know that Markiplier was the first one who did this. But I never watched that video.
I watched it for like a few like not the whole thing, but like a few minutes. And I just went, okay. But I did watch the whole Game Grumps. I watched Game Grumps do it though.
All right. Vileplume, grass poison. It has the world's largest petals, and with every step, the petals shake out heavy clouds of toxic pollen.
Hard pass.
Hard pass because just one word: allergies.
That and also poison gas, and you're just doing it in the bed, shaking the petals around.
I mean, we can make the same argument that we did with Beautifly. Yeah, Butterfree, where it can depend on what poison it uses, but
true.
I don't think. But the problem is that with Butterfree, it can control when it's doing it. It only does it during battle. Gloom just does it whenever it, or Vileplume does it whenever it just takes a step. So I feel like it would be more annoying that way.
Yeah.
All right, Parasis, bug grass burrows to suck tree roots. The mushroom on its back grow by drawing nutrients from the bug host.
So, would you smash a zombie bug?
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not smashing a zombie bug.
Yeah, this is a hard pass.
Yeah,
same. Yeah, same with Parasect. A host parasite pair in which a parasite mushroom has taken over the host bug prefers damp places. Yeah, I can't get around the idea of it. I've seen like giant bug anime that
yeah, and also having the risk of doing it in bed.
Yeah, no.
Yourself.
Plus those pincers, I don't want to know what they do.
Click.
Venonat. Bug poison lives in the shadows of tall trees where it eats insects. Well, that's ironic. It is attracted by light at night. All right, so most bugs.
So moth.
Moth, yeah, moth without wings.
Yeah.
I would definitely say pass, but I would love to have one because I love the fur.
Yes, I would say pass too, but I'm now just thinking like, but if all these were humans.
All these are humans. That's a stream for a future idea. All right. For what we're gonna do is that after this, I'm going to work day and night to just save like images of like humanoid versions of all 898 Pokemon.
Yeah.
All right. Venomoth. Bug poison. The dust-like scales covering its wings are color-coded to indicate the kind of poison it has.
So this is a maybe for me if I can find the right vet. If I can find the right Venomoth.
This is definitely a maybe situation. Yeah, that's definitely a maybe situation.
Okay, hold on. What does this do?
Okay.
No, this just tells me the stat. Just tells me the stats of how many Pokemon I smash having a pass.
Yeah. All right. Diglett, ground type, lives about 1 yard on the ground where it feeds on plant roots. It sometimes appears above ground.
It's a pass to me.
This is a maybe. Not just this is a smash for me, but this is also a maybe because of two things. I want to know what's underneath it, what's underground, and two, I don't even have to make the joke.
Yeah. Now I'm. Now I should have found a picture of a Diglett on the ground and then just a muscular Diglett. That's a little profile. Every time I speak, just muscle.
Yeah, Doug Trio, a team of Diglett surflets. It triggers huge earthquakes by burrowing 60 miles on the ground. It's still a maybe.
It's
Still a smash
pass.
maybe.
Still pass. So, what about the Alolan versions?
The
where they have hair?
Alolan versions make it a little bit difficult. I'm going to actually say pass on all of them.
Yeah, I
because their hair is steel. Actually, I remember that their hair is made out of steel, so it's not something we can just kind of snip off. Okay, so next we have Meowth. Normal. It washes its face regularly to keep the coin on its forehead spotless. It doesn't get along with Galarian Meowth.
It's
I would keep it for the sake of like the other piece of lore that it brings good luck in terms of like payouts, but I wouldn't see myself smashing this anytime soon.
Yeah, for me, it's a pass.
I would more have it just for like a house pet.
But for me, it's like house pet because I
you know like how some people like have money trees just kind of there for the sake of it. Like, it might not be true, it might be true, who knows. It's a good thing to just keep around.
That's what you just do. Is just you get a job with a Meowth, and when you get your paycheck, you tell Meowth how much you get paid, and then tell him to use payday, and you get twice the amount.
Accountant Meowth.
It's like, Meowth, I need you to take off that coin and throw down this much money now.
All right, so Galarian Meowth. So I don't know why there are two versions of Meowth.
Because actually there's three.
Yes, there's three, but I'm talking about the two odd variants to Meowth. Which one's the Galarian Meowth?
So we're talking about the Galarian, and Galarian's the one that looks fancy. The Sword and Shield one is the one with the big fluff fur that's next to. Oh no, wait. So Alolan's the one that has its hands up and looks
Fancy.
Fancy. The Sword and Shield one's the one next to it.
Okay. So I would say pass on kind of all of them, really.
Yeah, I would not. Yeah, I agree.
All right. So Persian. Although its fur has many admirers, it is tough to raise as a pet because of its fickle meanness. I feel like this would be a very bratty type.
You bring that up? Let's go to Smash.
I'm gonna say Smash.
Yeah, for me it's Smash.
Yeah, I see this being. Whoops. I see this being. There we go.
But Alolan Persian.
A pass.
Yeah, it's a pass because it makes me think of Garfield.
I hate the look. I hate it. These are the same. All right, Psyduck.
Where's my lasagna?
Psyduck, water. While lulling its enemies with its vacant look, this wily Pokemon uses psychokinetic powers. This is a pass for me. I don't like the look. I also know that it can get random headaches that can cause its psychic powers to spike. And I'd rather not be in the vicinity of a Psyduck when it has a migraine.
Yeah, it's just pounding, going to town with it in bed, and all of a sudden it just gets a migraine in your house 50 feet off the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Yoink, that's a pass for me. That's a quick, hard pass for me. Golduck, often seen swimming elegantly by lake shores, it is often mistaken for the Japanese monster Kappa. I would definitely think that Golduck has a bit more control over its psychic powers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say for me it's a maybe.
How big is Golduck?
We will Google that right now. How tall is Golduck? Golduck is 5'7".
5'7". Okay. So that's about average height.
About my height, but I'm 4 inches taller.
I think that I'm going to go with Smash on this one.
For me, it's a maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Me, it's a maybe because now I'm just imagining fucking gold duck with titties.
Yeah. Alright. Next is Mankey. Fighting type. Extremely quick to anger. It can be docile one moment, then thrashing away the next instant. Sounds like me.
Yeah, it's a pass for me because I am.
Yeah, I feel like it would be too much of a headache to take care of it.
Scream. You get a knock from Officer Jenny at your door. What was that screaming? Oh,
Don't worry. I know this is like the 50th complaint in the last week, but it's just my Mankey, I swear.
I promise it's my Mankey.
The Mankey is just, a chair gets thrown in the background.
Don't.
All
Also,
right.
there's another reason because me and my family would make this or me and my brother would make this joke when we were describing what Pokemon we were.
Mm-hmm.
My brother would say he was a Mankey or a Primate because he loves going on monkey bars and he's literally acrobatic enough to be a monkey.
Every time I went on the monkey bars, when I was a kid, I would always get a splinter, and I don't know how. Like, the monkey bars aren't wood; they're made out of metal. How the fuck do I get splinters?
Metal splinters.
God, stop!
Needles.
Stop! All right, Primate, fighting type, always furious and tenacious to boot. It will not abandon chasing its quarries until it is caught.
It's
Pass.
yeah. I'm just imagining that you. To me, my brain is like, I feel like Crimson will like this because if Crimson's just not, if the main kid is
Okay, it's a maybe. All right, it's a maybe.
If
It's
the
a
primate's
maybe.
in a mood and it has to chase you across the house or across the country, I feel like you would run for it.
It would, you know, now that you make that point, it's a maybe. It's a maybe.
Yeah.
If I can control its angerness sometimes, which I know can be possible, that could be a good point. So I'm putting that in mind. Growlithe, fire type, very protective of its territory. It will bark and bite and repel intruders from its space.
It's a pass for me.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
House
pass.
pet.
It's yeah,
House
house
pet.
pet. So a bit of a house pet. I wouldn't mind having it like as a guard dog. Arcanine, a Pokemon that has been admired since the past for its beauty, and it runs agile, yeah, as if on wings.
Time to open up my.
That is a hard smash. I've
Yep,
seen these E61 posts, and that is another shot.
I've seen many.
Woo!
9.
All right, I may have spilled a little bit on myself at the thought of it. Whoopsie.
Well, my reasons is 2 reasons. 1, the certain kink again that I have, and 2, yes, I've seen other pictures of it too.
Well, fuck me. All right. So we're gonna hard smash that. All right, Poliwag. Its newly grown legs prevent it from running. It appears to prefer swimming than trying to stand. That just sounds lazy, and for that reason, pass.
It's hard to decide.
I just don't. Like I said, you can make the easiest joke you can, but you can make that same joke about like 90% of
Yeah,
like the
I agree,
smaller
but-
Pokemon.
But yeah, it's a pass for me because then after I'm done doing it, I have to, if it wants to go take a shower or wants to go eat something, I have to carry it there or carry food back.
Yeah, too inconvenient. It's like a pocket Pokemon, yes, but again, the joke can be made about many of the Pokemon.
Pick up the Pokemon, just finish it, and
Yeah.
like, they'd be like, "I'm hungry." Pick it up from the kitchen. go
Yeah.
eat.
All right, Poliwhirl, capable of living in or out of water. When out of water, it sweats to keep its body slimy.
For me, that's a maybe if it can control.
For me, no, because it seems like it's whenever it's out of water, it does that. So for me, it's a pass. Sweat, yes, I like, but slimy body textures, not necessarily.
Actually, you know what? You're right. It's going from a maybe. It's going to a hard pass because if I have to do it in the water, I can't swim at all. So if I want to go do it, we gotta do it in the shallow end.
Yeah. All right. Polyrath, water fighting, an adept swimmer at both the front claw. Wait, what? An adept swimmer at both the front crawl and breaststroke easily overtakes the best human swimmers. All right, Mr. Fucking Show Off. I don't need you to like prove to me how good of a swimmer you are, bitch.
Yeah, you're
Get
yeah,
the
you're
fuck
a
out.
pass. You're a pass. Get out of here.
All right. Abra, using its ability to read minds, it can identify impending danger and teleport to safety. That's a hard pass.
That's I wouldn't say a hard pass. It's a pass for me because just having the entertainment of having to chase someone that can immediately feel danger. Also protect. It also will protect them. So if I get like super aggressive and horny, that it knows how to get away before I can calm myself down and be like, okay, I'm now just regular horny.
You just got the worst case of blue balls. All right.
It's like, damn.
Kadabra, psychic. It emits special alpha waves from its body that induce headaches just by being close by.
Hard pass.
Hard pass. I already have migraines on myself.
I deal with that almost every day if I don't drink enough caffeine. No, thank you.
Hard pass. Alakazam, a brain can outperform a supercomputer. Its intelligence quotient is said to be 5,000.
It's a smash for me.
It's a smash. It can be very smart and thus can come up with a lot of interesting ideas.
Alakazam, I need you to figure out the.
I'm bored, Alakazam. Do something interesting.
Alakazam, I
Ben
need to know
Spoon.
the certain angle to get the max pleasure from doing doggy style,
Yeah.
please.
Machop loves to build its muscles. It trains in all styles of martial arts to become even stronger.
It's a pass.
It's a pass. But I think we all know where this is going.
Well, the reason why I pass Machop is just I wouldn't use it as that, but I would use the Machop as a way to study martial arts.
You're right. How tall is Machoke?
Machoke
Ow.
height. Machoke is 4'11". So muscular 4'11" body. It's so powerful. It must wear a power save belt to be able to regulate its motions. So if you took off, so if it was to go at you without the belt and the little shorts on, someone's getting destroyed. Even if it's 4'11", you are getting destroyed at that bend. So yeah, hard pass.
All right, Machamp. Using its heavy muscles, it throws the powerful punches that can send the victim clear over the horizon. How tall is Machamp?
Machamp height 5'3", so only 4 inches difference.
5'3". Hard smash.
It's a well that and it's a maybe. Hand jobs.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
But
However, I think you're kind of overestimating yourself at that point.
Yeah, but still, if it can punch someone and send them to the horizon, imagine all. No, actually, no. Thinking about that just makes it go to a
Hook's grip.
4 hands gripping at D-Dick with its power to knock someone with 1 punch. It can knock someone into the horizon. Imagine 4 of those punches, but just grabbing that dick and stroking it.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I think I'm gonna move it down to smash.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be having fun with the Machamp, and then you're gonna wonder why there's so much pain, and you just hear it.
Crunch. Anyway,
hey, it's free surgery.
Bellsprout, grass poison. It's a carnivorous Pokemon that traps and eats bugs. It uses its roots to soak up the needed moisture.
It's a maybe.
It's a maybe.
The mouth.
Yeah.
It's a maybe for me. It's a maybe for Smash if there's no toxic stuff like you know how Victory Bell and all.
I mean,
that.
you would probably have to put in bug guts at that point.
Well, that and also just beat the Venus fly trap stuff, where if you get caught, acid burns them and melts them, as long as it doesn't have that.
All right. Weeping Bell, grass poison. It spits out poison powder to immobilize the enemy, and then it finishes off with a spray of acid.
Hard pass. Well,
If
pass,
I
pass.
can, I think this is a maybe, another maybe. If I can teach it to not use this acid,
Yo, actually, yeah, I agree. Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. That
if I can, yeah, if I can teach it to not use that acid, you know, victory bell right here. Speaking of victory bell, grass and poison. Said to live in huge colonies deep in jungles, although no one has ever returned from there.
Yeah.
I wonder why. How big is victory bell?
Victor. I forgot how to spell victory bell.
VICTREE.
there we go. I got it. Victory bell. Right. That's heart gold. I need height. 5'7".
5'7". Meaning, if I can teach it, I think this is also another maybe, because even if I would not to smash it, I think I would have it. Actually, no, it wouldn't be a. It would be a pass, but it would definitely be an interesting Pokemon to have, because I could basically use it like a sleeping bag.
You know what? That's why I was kind of thinking. That's why I put it at maybe, but it's still pass, but it's a maybe.
I wouldn't necessarily smash it, but it would be an interesting Pokemon to have like on your team.
Yeah, to sleep to just sleep in.
Yeah.
If it can control the on the inside.
Because then you can actually just hide against like predators and other dangerous Pokemon. Alright, Tentacool. Water poison drifts in shallow seas. Anglers who hook them by accident are often punished by a stinging acid.
It's a pass for me.
It's a smash, maybe, if I can teach it to not be hostile against me.
True, but for me it's a pass.
Tentacruel. The tentacles are normally kept short on hunts. They are extended to ensnare and immobilize prey. Or it's smash. Because it doesn't. For very obvious reasons.
It's a yeah, I can guess obvious reasons. It's a maybe for me.
Okay.
If it can control the tentacles well enough, and not like.
I'm pretty sure it can.
Hold on. Now I'm curious because we gotta look at it. Tentacruel height, 5'3".
Pretty interesting. You remember that it can extend its tendrils, so
It could. Yo, just imagine you seen the Pokemon anime where the tentacle is just as big as buildings.
oh yeah, I remember that. I don't want to remember that.
Now you shall imagine that going at you.
Anyway, all right. Geodude, rock ground found in fields and mountains. Mistaking them for boulders, people often step or trample on them. If people have seen my Pokemon Insurgents streams, hard pass. I absolutely despise Geodude's design.
It's a yeah. It's a rock.
It's a rock. Graveler, rock ground. Rolls down slopes to move. It rolls over any obstacles without slowing or changing its direction. Again,
Pass.
hard pass. I hate the entirety of the Geodude. Like,
Even
They-
Golem?
yes, I hate him.
Why?
I just don't like it. It's so lazy. It's ball of rock. Wow, it's
It's a small rock that turns into a rock with 4 hands, and it turns into a rock with a snake head.
yeah, and it goes back to one hand, like 2 hands.
Because the hands move to its feet.
It already has feet with Graveler.
But those are rock feet.
I hate you.
Yes. Okay, so Golem, I'm guessing it's a pass for you.
Yeah, Golem is a pass.
It's boulder. It boulder.
Plus, if you remember, the most prominent moves that Golem, Graveler, and Geodude can have is Explosion.
True. Okay. Golem wouldn't be. It's a pass, but not a hard pass. It's a pass because I would rather use it as. Because it said that shell it can withstand dynamite explosion, so I can just use it to literally break into places.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Ponyota. Its hooves are 10 times harder than diamonds. It can trample anything completely flat in a little time. That's a new detail that I didn't know about.
For me, it's a maybe if it cannot stop me.
If it cannot crush me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a pass for me. For the sake of, I can't even write it. Like,
Oh, hold on. How tall is Ponyota?
it's not a case of like how tall it is. It's just it's a horse on fire.
I'm curious. Okay, Rapidash is 5'7". So what about Rapidash?
The Rapidash, very competitive. This Pokemon will chase anything that moves faster in hopes of racing it. I think the competitive spirit is very nice.
Time to open a beer bottle because this is another Pokemon I had a king for, and it's a hard smash.
I would. I can't say that I would smash it, but it would be an interesting Pokemon to have. I feel like it's very interesting for certain trainers.
Yeah.
All right, Slowpoke, Water Psychic, incredibly slow and dopey. It takes 5 seconds for it to feel pain when under attack.
It's.
I'm gonna say pass.
I'm gonna say smash.
I'm gonna say pass because
I'm gonna say smash because if it says it takes 5 seconds for it to know pain, hey, that's 5 seconds of you just going hard as you can before it feels it.
yes. However, I feel like it would be a very lazy lover, and no one likes a lazy lover.
Wow, you're saying that towards a person. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say I'm super lazy, but I am lazy.
Yeah. You know, I would like some reaction, please, to know that I'm actually doing something good. All right,
Okay.
Slowbro, Water Psychic. The shell that is latched onto Slowpoke's tail is said to feed on the host's leftover scraps.
So it's eating the Slowpoke. It's eating the Slowpoke shit.
No.
Feeds on the host's leftover squad.
Scraps, yeah. That's just leftovers.
It's a pass for me. Yes, I would smash a Slowbro or a Slowpoke, but not a Slowpoke.
Yeah, it's a pass for me as well.
Because if I accidentally move my groin in the wrong spot and accidentally put it where the shell is,
Munch.
I'm losing something.
Magnemite, Electric Steel. Uses anti-gravity to stay suspended. That's still. Appears without warning and uses Thunder Wave and similar moves.
It's a pass for me.
It's a pass for me as well. I can't.
Giant floating metal ball.
Just like how most of these Pokemon can easily use the whole, easily pick up and use notion. These ball type Pokemon can also just be the same. Magneton.
I was gonna say my brain just thinks of. It's a pass for me, but Protogens how?
Protogen though.
If you have a USB port.
If you have a USB port. I feel like it would be a bit more dangerous though because it's magnets.
True.
Magneton, Electric Steel, formed by several Magnemites linking together, and they frequently appear when sunspots flare up. Smash. It's just 3 Pokemon together.
Put your wiener in between the 3 that are connected.
That would just be cold. Like it's a steel type.
It could be, but hey.
Alright, Farfetch, the sprig of green onion it holds is its weapon. It's used much like a metal sword. It's a bird.
Now
well, actually, if it can grip onto a sword like green onion like that,
it's still a pass for me. But what about the now I'm curious.
Hang on.
You're good.
I'm
I'm curious. I need.
It would just still be a duck in the end, so that's a pass. All right.
I gotta look up the Alolan Farfetch real quick, because that's the other one that we have.
I see it.
I need to know the Pokédex entry as well, or at least know Alolan. The stock this Pokemon carries in its wing serves as a sword to cut down opponents. It decides the stock could also serve as food. So that's not. Oh no, that's the Sword and Shield one. The Farfetch of the Galar region are brave warriors, and they wield thick, tough leeks in battles. The stalks of leek staves are thicker and longer than the Galar. So the Galarian one, the stalk that it carries around is thicker and longer. Farfetch to adapt to these stocks took on a unique form.
I think this is still a pass.
Yeah. Funny part, this is what the Brilliant Diamond Shining, the new one says. It can't live without the stock it holds. That's why it depends on stock from attackers with its life.
Stonks. Stonks.
So if it loses that stock, it dies, or it just be like, I can't live no more.
All right. Well, I pass then. All right.
Yeah.
Third duo. Normal flying. A bird that makes up for its poor flying with its fast foot speed leaves giant footprints.
Still pass.
Still pass. It looks too derpy.
The trio, however.
Uses its 3 brains to execute complex plans, while 2 heads sleep, 1 stays awake. I think that this would be a smash, in my opinion. It would always be available. At least 1 head would.
Yo, you right. My brain just thinks, okay, Dodrio. The two other heads split so you gain energy while 1 goes at it, and then next thing you know, that head goes to sleep and the other one wakes up and goes at it.
However, the problem becomes that let's go back to Dodrio. The problem becomes that it is still an avian, and thus the beaks make it a little bit of a problem.
True, but
so you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and change mine and say pass.
I would say, well, mine is a maybe because yes, yes. I like beaks. I like beak play and all that, but it's also the one head being awake while the other 2 sleep means I have easy access to if I'm horny and I need a blowjob.
Yeah. Alright, seal, water type. The protruding horn on its head is very hard and is used for bashing through thick ice.
It's a pass for me.
Yeah, it's a pass.
If it's giving me head and accidentally swings its head down hard enough, my pelvis bone is broken.
Dugong, water ice, stores thermal energy in its body, swims at a steady 8 knots even in intensely cold weather.
Nuts.
Yeah, nah, nah.
Still pass.
Yeah, still pass, sadly. I just don't see much utility with it. Alright, Grimer, poison type. Appears in filthy areas, thrives by sucking up polluted sludge that is pumped out of factories. I'll let you answer this first.
It's a pass for me. Reason why? Because it reminds me too much of me.
Of what?
It reminds me of me with it being filthy. Or appearing in filthy.
We're just gonna do this and we're gonna move on.
Okay, now I'm looking at your stream to make sure this is what it is.
What is Alolan Grimer?
Dark type, I think. I can look up.
Let's see.
I gotta find it. I can find it.
Alolan Grimer.
I gotta find it before you can.
Alright, found it. Alolan Grimer is still a poison type. Oh wait, it's a dual type, poison dark type. Let's see. What is the Alolan Poke? Let's see. What is let's see. Born from sudden dirty streams or seabeds that are exposed to lunar radiation. It has 2 large eyes and beady pupils, escaping mouth and a gray tongue. Okay, so smash.
Wait, hold on. I could change this in a quick second. The crystals on the Grimer's bodies are lumps of toxins. If one falls out, lethal poison leaks out.
Poison.
Lethal poison.
Poison, yes. Poison, yes. But by definition, poison is something that you have to consume.
But it's lethal.
It is lethal, but it is not. It is not something that I would have to touch.
Okay.
Is it poisonous gas or liquid?
I think it's liquid.
If it's liquid, then it's fine. Oh, the crystal fell out. Oh, I just avoid it then.
While you're doing that, I'm looking at because I'm now looking at Muck and looking at the Alolan version. Look at that thing real quick.
Speaking
But
of
yeah,
Muck,
Alolan's going in hard pass for me. You gotta eat your Mucks.
we're gonna. All right, we're gonna have. All right, so the Alolan Muck is gonna be maybe. If the poison crystals does not emit a gas poison, then I should be fine.
With fill files. It's so toxic, even its footprints can.
Yeah, Muck is smashery.
It's a pass for me if its footprints can leave enough poison.
That's fair. That's fair.
Poison can also seep through your skin, you know.
Don't worry about it. That's why you just don't have to touch it.
Oh, Alolan Muck. While it's unexpectedly quiet and friendly, if it's not fed any trash for a while, it will smash its trainers, humans, or it'll just smash your furniture and eat up the fragments of your furniture if you don't feed it trash.
Is that Alolan Muck?
Yeah, that's Alolan Muck.
I can teach to be good, right?
No, you're saying you have to feed it trash. If you cannot feed it, you have to feed it trash. If you
Fine,
don't feed
fine.
it
I'm
trash-
moving Muck to the pass. The Alolan Muck into pass. Fine.
Well, no, I'm just saying the Alolan Muck says that if you
I
don't
know.
feed it trash-
Alright.
Shelter.
Shelter, water. Its hard shell repels any type of attack. It is vulnerable only when its shell is open.
Pass.
What that tongue do though? So
True.
smash.
But if you say smash, I would say pass because if it's vulnerable on the inside, and I want to wear.
I mean, you can see it from the thing. Its tongue is seemingly always out.
Yeah.
Alright, Cloyster. Water ice. When attacked, it launches its horn in quick volleys, and its inners have never been seen. I think this would be a pass.
It's a maybe.
It would be a pass for me.
It's a maybe for me.
I don't see much use of it. Alright, Ghastly. Almost invisible, this gaseous Pokemon cloaks the target and puts it to sleep without notice. Absolutely yes!
I agree. Smash.
It would be a
it's a maybe.
smash just because of one, the tongue again, because Ghastly, Hunter, and are infamous for their lick attack. But now that I know that they can put me to sleep without notice, hell yeah!
It's
Maybe not a
maybe
hard
for,
smash, but a smash.
No, I would say it's a maybe for me because I can if I'm doing it with them, in bed, they can put me to sleep afterwards. It'd be like cuddling a gas ball.
That's fair. Alright. Hunter. Ghost Poison. Because of its ability to slip through block walls, it is said to be from another dimension. Better Ghastly. I'm definitely going to say Hard Smash. Because
it's a pass for me for Hunter.
it's definitely going to be a Hard Smash because it's basically Ghastly, but with hands.
But with hands.
So I'm going to take half a shot again. Alright, Gengar. Under a full moon, this Pokemon likes to mimic the shadow of people and laugh at their fright. It would be a good prank Pokemon. I can
Yeah,
see a
that's
lot
what
of
I'm
prank I can see a lot of prank YouTubers using Gengar.
Yeah, to me, for me, it's a pass because I would rather have it as like, it's like I was a troublemaking kid.
This is like the mischievous person in your friend group that just likes to pull pranks all the time. I meant it because I don't know if any of you have seen me play horror games. I'm a bit of a bitch, so I would probably be always scared around this Pokemon.
Question: how scared are you? I was gonna say, how scared do you get? Because for me, I literally was joining a friend VR chat to go to the back rooms, and as soon as I joined the world and walked into the room, I immediately left.
I've never been to that room yet. I plan to and see how I react.
So what I'm hearing is so next stream we gotta do VR chat.
Oh my god, that's gonna fuck
and
me
we'll
up.
just go do back rooms.
All right, yoink. Onyx. Rock ground. As it grows, the stone portions on its body harden to become similar to a diamond, but colored black. How big is Onyx?
That's why I immediately searched up. It's almost 9 meters tall. So
9 meters
feet.
tall.
28 feet. 28 feet.
28
foot.
28 feet. That we're assuming that that's lengthwise. So
yeah, that's lengthwise.
As it grows, storm to a diamond but colored black. We're assuming that this is not just proportion, but this is actually like how Onyx is built, where it's bigger from the end and then all the way out. But I think it's more proportion based. So we might just seeing like the head be closer than the tail. I'm gonna have to say pass.
But for me, it's a maybe.
Yeah, it's a maybe for me. I'll smash if the rocks on the tail can be smaller.
Yeah, I was gonna say for me it's a maybe if the tail, like the rocks on its tail, can go up my butt. It's just a nerve. It's a bigger butt plug.
Yeah.
Or anal beads.
That horn on the head though, as well. You know.
Yeah,
anyway,
it can be used for other reasons.
Yeah, drowsy, psychic, puts enemies to sleep, then eats their dreams. Occasionally gets sick from eating bad dreams.
No, hard pass.
I don't have dreams already, but but yeah, no, a hard pass. I hate the look of. I forgot to put.
I just don't like the Pokédex images of rather drowsy.
I hate drowsy just because of its design. Hypno.
I hate drowsy.
When
hard.
Yeah, Hypno, Psychic. When it locks eyes with enemies, it will use a mix of side moves such as Hypnosis and Confusion. I will smash.
It's a hard pass for me because I'm one of those people who read the Hypno Lullaby creepypasta.
I've read it too, and I've read a very different version of it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Krabby. The pincers are not only powerful weapons they use for balance when they walk. They are used for balance when walking sideways. Pass.
Yeah, it's a pass for me. It's more of a pet that I want to have in the house.
Yeah.
Watch it go side to side.
Yeah, Kingler. The large pincer has one. Oh, rar. So you want me to rar? The large pincer has 10,000. I don't know what measurement that is because I know that's not HP.
Where's
That's not health points of crushing power. However, its huge size makes it unwieldy. Horsepower. That's a pass for me.
Yeah, it's a pass for me though. Giant.
Oh yeah, Voltorb. Electric, usually found in power plants, easily mistaken for a Pokeball. They have zapped many people.
It's a maybe.
It would be a maybe, yeah.
Get a bunch of those and put them on a string. You have yourself a fun, risky toy of an anal bead.
Yeah.
one wrong move, boom.
Yeah. All right. So what is this? The Pokemon Legends.
Yeah, it's the Arceus one. It's I think it's grass type. It's literally made out of wood.
Hang on.
I can find it. Hold on a second.
There it is.
Voltorb.
Voltorb.
It looks just like the Pokeball is because it made like a few more explode on touch.
An enigmatic Pokemon that appears to bear a resemblance to a Pokeball. When excited, it discharges the electric current it has stored in its belly and then lets out a great uproarious laugh.
It's also a grass. Where's the type? It's a electric grass type.
Yes, an electric grass type. It would
It's a
definitely be a
hard-
pass. It would be a pass for me, but I think it would be a lot more fun to have than Voltorb. Where I'm gonna also move Voltorb to pass.
Voltorb's saying it maybe for me.
Now that I'm thinking about it. All right, Electrode. Basically just a larger version of it. I'm gonna still say pass.
Yeah, wait, hold on. It's
And I'm also gonna think that the Hyusian Electrode also being.
This is a hard pass for me because it said it often explodes with little or no. Both.
I remember that from the Pokemon Ranger games. All right, so the Hyusian Pokemon tissue on the surface of its body is curiously similar to the composition of an apricorn. When irritated, the Pokemon lets it go. Oof.
Equal to 20 lightning bolts. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's a hard pass. All right. Execute. Egg psychic, often mistaken for eggs when disturbed, they quickly gather and attack in swarms.
It's a pass for me.
Yeah, it's a pass for me. Too many of them are broken already. Like, they're very easily broken, it seems.
Yeah, it's also just imagining all of them just trampling all over you and just start jumping.
Yeah. Executor. Grass psychic. Legend has it that on rare occasions, one of the heads will drop off and continue as an execute.
It's a pass.
Yeah, pass. It's just a tree.
But now the long neck tree.
It's still a pass.
It's a maybe if it does have the tail. If the tail has a face.
Alright. Cubone. Ground. Because it never removes its skull helmet, no one has ever seen this Pokemon's real face.
It's a pass.
What that bone do?
Yeah, that's up to you. I
Nah,
but
I would much rather cuddle this one.
yeah.
I'd much rather cuddle it. But Marowak? The bone it holds is its key weapon. It throws the bone skillfully like a boomerang to KO targets. If anyone has seen me play Pokemon Insurgents, God forbid that you would miss with that boomerang.
It's a smash for me.
It is an absolute smash for me. Maybe not a hard smash, but
Yeah, now we gotta figure out about Mare.
I don't know. That's a ghost ground type, right?
Yeah.
Ghost or dark ground type? I can't remember.
I'm Google searching it now. Alright, I'm going on Cerebi. Hold on a second. Where's the Alolan? Give me the Alolan Marowak. I have to look it up.
Boom,
I have to look up at
boom, boom. Dun, dun,
Oh, no, it's
dun, 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 dun. I hope you all enjoyed the music, by the way.
Sword and Shield. This Pokemon sets the bone its hold on fire and dances through the night as a way to mourn its fallen allies. The cursed flames that light up the bone carried by this Pokemon are said to cause both mental and physical pain that will never fade.
That are hit or watching it.
The cursed flame that light up the bone carried by this Pokemon says to cause both mental. It doesn't say specifically, but yes, it's a fire ghost type.
Okay, I'm gonna say that it might be a.
It's a pass for me.
It's a pass. It's a maybe if the flames are just physical, and it causes mental and physical damage. Because then if I own it, then I don't really have to worry because it'll be able to not use it against me. But at the same point, it would also kind of make the whole redundant. It would also make the redundancy of why I made Marowak a Smash Pokemon. So yeah, I guess it'll go pass. All right.
Hitmonlee.
Hitmonlee. Fighting. When in a hurry, its legs lengthen progressively. It runs smoothly with extra long, looping strides.
It's a smash for me.
It's a pass. It's a pass. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have an actual face.
I say smash because legs can wrap around me and hold me in place while I go at town.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, actually, whoops. You're actually right. So yeah. Yeah, I'll go with smash on that one in that case. I'll say maybe. I'll say smash. Fuck it. Alright, Hitmonchan fighting. While apparently doing nothing, it fires punches in lightning fast volleys that are impossible to see.
Pass.
Smash.
It's a pass because if it's like just laying in bed going out, you can't tell. You're gonna wonder why your face hurts so much, but it's not moving.
I mean, I can see something that can be done with those fists.
True.
Anyway,
It's still pass for me.
Licky Tongue. Normal type. Its lung can extend like a chameleon's. Which is a weird fact that they're bringing in a real world creature into this description. It leaves a tingling sensation when it licks enemies.
Smash.
Smash. Hard smash.
It really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not hard smashing. It's a smash, but not a hard smash.
Coughing. Poison. When it stores several because it stores several kinds of toxic gas in its body, it's prone to explode without warning.
No,
Pass.
Hard pass. Hard pass.
Pass. Hard pass. Good God.
No.
Where two kinds of poisons where two kinds of poison gases meet, two coughings can fuse into a wheezing over many years. I'm assuming that the problem with the coughing is still a problem though, where it can just explode randomly.
No.
So pass, hard pass, and
Alolan.
yeah.
This Pokemon consumes particles that contaminate the air. Instead of leaving dropping, it expels clean air.
Licky tongue, what that tongue do?
Long ago, during a time when droves of factories fouled the air with pollution, wheezing changed into this form for some reason. So it's a wheezing that has that instead of poisonous gas and all that, it expels clean air. So instead of toxic, it's clean.
All right.
So it would be a maybe for me.
I would say it's still a pass because I don't really see the usefulness of doing that. But
yeah,
I would like to have it around my house. Just for the sake of like having fresh air.
Yeah, I'd say it's a pass for me too.
Alright. Rhyhorn, one of the first Pokemons ever made. Ground Rock, a Pokemon with one-track mind. Once it charges, it won't stop until it falls asleep. Pass. I can't. Although I like the tenacity, I can't see it being like with its with its form. I don't see it to be much.
I need to get to work.
Yeah, that transportation Pokemon. There you go.
Transportation Pokemon, but it doesn't stop until it falls asleep. So
Yeah.
my Rhyhorn goes through the whole entire store. I'm sorry.
Rhydon, Ground Rock, protected by its armor-like hide, it's capable of living in molten lava of 3,600 degrees. Smash. It's a smash for me. That horn is very useful. Alright. Chansey. Normal. A rare and elusive Pokemon that is said to bring happiness to those who manage to get it.
Smash.
I can't say smash, but I would like to have it around.
Yeah, it's a maybe. For me, it's a maybe.
Okay. Tangela. The whole body is swathed with wide vines and are similar to seaweed. The vines shake as it walks. Smash.
That's a pass.
I've seen it in the show. It does have control over its vines.
I'll figure out what the fuck was making the noises. I don't know why there's ads that play on the side that play at max volume.
Yeah, alright. Kangaskhan. The infant rarely ventures outside of the mother's protective pouch until it's 3 years old.
Hard smash.
Smash.
It's a hard smash for me, so I need a drink.
Not a hard smash for me, but
It's a hard smash for me because one,
milk.
the big mommy energy into
Yeah, big mommy energy. How
I get
big
the
is
right
Kangaskhan?
Yo. Kangaskhan. 7'3".
All right. Yeah. All right. Understandable. Anyway.
I was saying Smash because one, big mommy energy, and two, I could pick the pouch with a little kid.
Just climb into the pouch.
I'm going to bed. Good night.
Alright. Horsey. Known to shoot down flying bugs with precision blasts of ink from the surface of the water. Bidet Pokemon, but without the cleanliness. I'm gonna say Smash. Pass.
It's a maybe, because what's that mouth do?
No, Seadra now. Capable of swimming backwards by rapidly flapping its wing-like pectoral fins and stout tail. This is a smash, for the same reason you would smash Horsey. But with this, has the ability to do it by itself.
You're right. Actually, yeah. Seadra would be a maybe. Horsey is a pass.
Okay, Goldeen, water. Its tail fin billows with like an elegant ballroom dress, giving it the nickname of the Water Queen.
It's a pass.
Pass. There's only so many Pokemon that can use the whole what that horn do. Same scenario with Seeking. In the autumn spawning seasons, they can be seen swimming powerfully up rivers and creeks. It's just Goldeen. Yeah, it's just a bigger Goldeen.
Yeah.
Staryu, water. If its body is torn, it can grow back if the red core remains. The core flashes at midnight.
I wouldn't smash it, but I would have it as like a little maybe.
Little trinket. Yeah, I wouldn't smash. Starmie, water psychic. Its central core glows with the 7 colors of the rainbow. Some people value the core as a gem. It's a psychic type, which is interesting.
It'd still be a pass for me because if it can regenerate from it, well, no. As I was say, if it can regenerate from its waste. Well, actually, now I'm just taking money wise. I could just sell pieces of the Starmie and the Staryu for money.
Yeah. I'm gonna say smash for this one.
It's a pass for me.
Just because I want to see what the. Well, I'll make it maybe. I'll put it in maybe in if it can use its psychic powers correctly.
Mine is a pass because mine's take the gem and sell it.
Alright, Mr. Mime, Psychic Fairy. If interrupted while it's miming, it will slap around the offender with its broad hands.
It's a pass. That's for me. I don't.
Yeah, pass.
It's a hard pass. Well, I wouldn't say. I just Mr. Mime gives me the grapes.
Alright, Alolan or whatever that Mr. Mime is.
Sword is. I think it's the Sword and Shield one. Hold on. Mr. Mime. Let's see. What's its Pokédex? Well, the typing is it's an Ice Psychic type.
Ice Psychic? That's still a hard pass. That's a hard pass in that case.
Its talent is tap dancing. It can also manipulate. It can also manipulate temperatures to create a floor of ice, which this Pokemon can kick up to use as a barrier. And then Shield's description: it can radiate chillness from the bottom of its feet. It'll spend the whole day tap dancing on a frozen floor.
No, thank you. I think tap dancing is annoying already.
It's a pantomime. It's a pantomime expert that can create visible but solid walls using miming gestures.
All right. Scyther, bug flying. With ninja-like agility and speed, it can create the illusion that there was more than one.
Smash. Well, maybe because it's maybe if the Cypher can feel all the clones, or all.
No.
If it can move. If it can move that fast, and there's multiple of them. Just imagine.
Well, no, I don't think that's how that works. It can create the illusion that there is more than one.
It's still a maybe for me.
I'm gonna say pass. Jinx. It seductively wiggles its hips as it walks, and it can cause people to dance in unison with it. This is a hard one.
It's a maybe for me because
I
if I could see what under that dress is.
hate Jinx's design.
But the lips.
And it might be because of like what I said with him only. I hate Pokemon with faces on their bodies. But no, I couldn't get over it. No, pass. Hard pass.
I shouldn't be googling this because I feel like when you ran out, I shouldn't Google that.
All right. Electabuzz. Electric, normally found near power plants, they wander away and cause major blackouts in cities.
It's a pass.
It's a pass. Although I could control one, yes, and have it be like devastating to a massive population. I just see nothing really unique with it. Magmar. Fire. Its body always burns with an orange glow that enables it to hide perfectly among flames.
It's still hard. It's a hard pass. The other Pokedex entry for Magmar.
You're right. I'm gonna say pass.
With the where is it? I need to pull it up on Cerebi. What was it?
Pinsir, Bug. If it fails to crush, oh.
I was gonna say because I'm sure you know.
Yeah, I already know what you're going to bring up.
The lava. And Okay, Pinsir though.
Pinsir, Bug. If it fails to crush the victim in its pincers, it will swing it around and toss it hard. This is, I can't even make the argument of what that mouth do because
For me, it's a pass.
Pass for me too. All right, Tauros, normal. When it's targeted, when it targets an enemy, it charges furiously while whipping its body with its long tails.
It's a smash.
Yeah, smash. Magikarp. In the distant past, it was somewhat stronger than the horribly weak descendants that exist today.
It's a smash.
Pass. I can't go for the derpy eyes.
Oh, you're right. You want maybe. It's a maybe. If its eyes complete. But that mouth.
Thank you. All right. Gyarados. Once it water flying. Once it begins to rampage, Gyarados will burn everything down, even in a harsh storm.
Yeah, pass.
How big is Gyarados?
Google. Okay. Gyarados. 21 feet tall. 21 feet.
No, that's still a pass. I can't get over the face. Lapras. Water Ice. A Pokemon that has been hunted almost to extinction. It can ferry people across the water.
It's a hard smash for me.
So
I need drink.
It would be a pass for me.
It's a hard smash for me. I've seen pictures of it.
Alright, Ditto, normal, capable of copying an enemy's genetic code to instantly transform itself into a duplicate of the enemy. Hard pass. No, hard smash.
Are you sure?
Huh? A hard smash? Yeah.
Yeah, you said hard pass at first.
Yeah, I meant to say hard smash.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Oh, I need the Ditto to turn into Crimson.
Alright. Eevee. Its genetic code is irregular. It may mutate if it is exposed to radiation from elemental stones.
Maybe. Well, no, smash.
It's a pet Pokemon for me. I'm gonna say pass.
It means same.
Vaporeon.
Hard smash.
Hard smash.
Don't need to read description. Hard smash.
I think that was very obvious. Alright, Jolteon. It accumulates negative ions in the atmosphere to blast out 10,000 volts with lightning bolts. I'm gonna say pass on this variation.
It's a smash. for me.
I feel like its fur would be very.
Actually, yeah, no,
Spiky.
maybe. For me, it's a maybe.
I feel like the texture of its fur could be very spiky and not very soft.
Yeah.
Now, Flareon, when storing thermal energy in its body, its temperatures could store to over 1600 degrees. This is a smash for me because it says it could get to that degrees. So if I just keep it relatively cold and then warm it up every so often, and it should be in a very soft thing. It should be at a very warmish temperature. Plus, the fur, unlike Jolteon, looks a lot softer and fluffier.
It's a smash for me.
Yeah. Porygon. A Pokemon that consists entirely of programming code, capable of moving freely in cyberspace.
It's a pass.
Yeah, it's a pass for me.
I would rather use it to hold on to it and go to a computer
Yeah.
and go surf the internet.
Yeah.
Physically.
Ammonite. Although long extinct, in rare cases it can be genetically resurrected from fossils.
Pass.
Pass. Oh, it's... Okay. Amistar, a prehistoric Pokemon that died out when its heavy shell made it impossible to catch prey. Wow. The evolution fucked you over, huh?
It's a hard pass because
Yeah, it's a pass. Kabuto, a Pokemon that was resurrected from a fossil found in what was once an ocean floor eons ago.
still all these Pokemon pass.
I
would use the I would use the Kabuto on a lady just to put it as a chest cover.
I'm gonna say this is a maybe. It depends on what exactly is underneath.
If I had a chest, then it would have been maybe.
Kabutops. Its sleek shape is perfect for swimming. It slashes prey with its claws and drains the body fluid. That mouth do.
Hard pass. I'm not getting a risk.
This is a maybe if I can get them to do that without slashing me to pieces.
Well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna move it to maybe if it can control slashing and not drinking my fluids.
Yeah. Aerodactyl, rock flying, a Pokemon that roamed the skies in the dinosaur era. Its teeth are like saw blades.
Hard
Pass.
Chomp gone.
Chomp gone. Snorlax, very lazy, just eats and sleeps. As its rotund bulk builds, it becomes steadily more sloth. Pass.
It's a pass. It's more of a bed.
Yeah. Articuno, a legendary bird Pokemon that is said to appear to doomed people who are lost in icy mountains. It's a bird with ice.
It's a pass.
It's a pass for me.
Now we gotta look up the Alolan version.
Oh, there's an Alolan?
Or not Alolan, the
Heusian.
Yeah. Or no, Sword and Shield.
Oh, I didn't know there were that types of Pokemon.
Yeah, so Sword and Shield has the legendary birds as different
typings.
types.
Alright.
So this one is psychic flying. It's Pokédex entries. It's feather like blades are composed of psychic energy and can shear through thick iron sheets as if they were paper.
Can you speak up a little bit?
Its feather-like blades are composed of psychic energy and can shear through the iron sheets or thick iron sheets as if they were paper. And then Shields is known as Articuno. The Pokemon fires beams that can immobilize opponents if they had been frozen solid.
I think that would be a smash because of the psychic aspect.
For me, it's smash.
I'll say maybe. I'll say it's maybe. Alright. So next is Zapdos, a legendary bird Pokemon that is said to appear from clouds while dropping enormous lightning bolts. Pass.
Meanwhile, his Hisuian.
Yeah.
No, the Galarian. The Galarian version of Zapdos. It's a fighting flying type.
Oh.
When its feathers rub together, they produce a cracking sound like the zapping of electricity. That's why the Pokemon is called Zapdos. One kick from its powerful legs will pulverize a dump truck. Supposedly, this Pokemon runs through the mountains at over 180 miles per hour.
I'm gonna say pass on this one.
Pass because if it kicks me.
I'm gonna fucking thank God. I'll be coming up to Arceus real soon.
Yeah, here I come.
Moltres, fire flying. Known as the legendary bird of fire, every flap of its wing creates a dazzling flash of flames.
It's a pass.
Pass.
Meanwhile, Galarian version is, I think, yep, dark flying.
Moltres.
This Pokemon's sinister flame-like aura will consume the spirits of any creature it hits. Victims become burned-out shadows of themselves. This sinister aura that blazes like molten fire around this Pokemon is what inspired the name. So if you get touched by the flames or hit by the flames, you will be left as just nothing but a shadow of yourself.
Pass. Alright.
Dratini.
I do like that the shiny variations of those Pokemon
Galarians?
are just the basic colors of the original.
Yeah.
Which I like. That's a good touch. Alright. Dratini. Long considered a mythical Pokemon until recently when a small colony was found living underwater. I think pass.
Yeah, it's a pass.
Now, Dragonar.
Hard smash.
A mystic Pokemon that exudes a gentle aura, has the ability to change climate conditions. Smash.
Oh no, where did I put? Where did I go? Hold on. I lost where I am. Where's my Dragonair? Dragonair, go back. You go back to hard smash.
All right.
Drink.
Dragonite. An extremely rarely. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm moving Dragonar back to hard smash, and now pick the sippy. 1 minute a sec.
Let's say, do you just want to do the 151 Pokemon? Because one, I need to go put that alcohol. I need to go put the alcohol back into you. I think the one bottle's already making my body heat up.
Alright. It is up to you. If you want to call it quits, we can.
Well, I mean, we've already been.
We don't have to keep drinking if you don't want to.
That's true.
I said that we ourselves are responsible of how much we drink, and if we choose that we are drinking too much, then we can stop.
I mean, how long? Do we want to go through all 400?
That is up to you. Again.
I was gonna say we could just stick with the 151.
151. All right, fine. 151. Well, we would actually have to go a little bit more, because we've gone through some of the lowlands. So I think we have like 3 more.
Yeah, we got the Dragonair plus the Mewtwo and Mew.
Yep. So Dragonite, an extremely rarely seen marine Pokemon. It is intelligent. Its intelligence is said to match that of humans.
Smash.
Pass.
It's a smash for me.
Too rotund.
It's a smash.
Mewtwo. It was created by a scientist after years of horrific gene splicing and DNA engineering experience. I think it's very funny that Mewtwo comes before Mew.
For me, maybe.
If we can get rid of its ego, it's a weird Pokemon, because this is my problem with the Pokemon movies. They don't seem to on one hand, I understand it. It's a genderless Pokemon. You're not supposed to know if it's male or female. On the other hand, I'm sick of watching Mewtwo come on screen for every Pokemon movie and have a different voice and different gender for voice. In the original Pokemon Mewtwo movie, it was a male voice actor. In the Genesect movie, it was a female actor. Make up your fucking mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say if it can get rid of its egotistic egomania, smash.
Yeah, for me it's a maybe.
So yeah, maybe.
But Mew in the last one.
So rare that it's still said to be a mirage by many experts. Only a few people have seen it worldwide.
It's a pass.
Note that Mew is also one of the only other Pokemons that is able to cast Transform.
Okay, that moved it to a maybe.
Yes. Mew is one of the only Pokemon that is able to basically become any and all Pokemon.
Yeah, but
This
That's-
was proven in both the Mewtwo movie, and in the Zoroark movie when it turned into a Zorua,
yeah,
and
but-
in the Pokemon Lucario movie.
yeah. But for me, this is gonna be where I go. All that. If you want to
I'm gonna
keep
say
going, I would say if you want to keep going, you can.
no. That's
Or you could play your Pokemon Insurgents for whatever time.
I'm gonna say Smash. For Mew. Now this is entirely up to you since this is your idea.
Well, I was gonna say that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna pop off because I'm getting a little. I'm gonna go put the other bottle away and then just lay down and relax.
Okay.
So
Well,
if you want,
then if that,
you can. I was gonna say if you want, you can keep going.
how long
or-
have we been streaming for? 2:30. I think this is more than enough. What do you guys think? I think
if you wanna
that
keep-
you guys have
I was gonna-
heard me talk more than enough about this shit.
And if not, you can just go do. You can go and do like another hour. So if you're insurgents, like you were wanting that you were liking to do.
Nah. If I'm going to be doing Insurgents, I want to dedicate the stream to it. This will be a
Okay.
good checkpoint because then I can save it and then I can just post it for YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And then I can send you the link for.
Yeah, and then we can just work on the other plans. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Here is yet a review of the Pokemon that we have chosen. From hard smashes to hard passes. Hard smashes, what do you have?
For mine, it's both of the Ninetales, Arcanine, Rapidash, Kangaskhan, Lapras, Ditto, Vaporeon, and Dragonair.
For me, it is Charizard, Blastoise, Ninetales, Arcanine, Tentacruel, Haunter, Lickitung, Ditto, Vaporeon, and Dragonair.
Yeah, you had more than I
And-
did.
And your hard passes?
Scroll down. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Pidgey, Squirtle, Raticate, Spearow, Pikachu, Alolan Sandslash, Nidoran Female, Nidorino, Nidoking, Zubat, Vileplume, Paris, Parasect, Poliwhirl, Kadabra, Machoke, Geodude, Graveler, Alolan Grimer, Drowsy, Hypno, both of the Electrodes,
Mm-hmm.
Wheezing, Coughing, Mr. Mime the Galarian, the Magmar, Amistar, and Aerodactyl.
Alright, for me, it would be... I'm actually going to be moving these two up. Yeah. So Squirtle, Weedle, Beedrill, Pidgeot, Alolan Sandshrew, Nidoran Female, Vilplume, whatever it's called, Parasect, both evolutions, Psyduck, Alakazam, or not Alakazam, Kadabra, the entire Geodude line, Coughing, Wheezing, Alolan or Galarian, Mr. Mime, and Jinx.
Mm.
I had a lot of passes, which I'm surprised.
But now, what about your maybes?
My maybes. Well, my
You wanna go-
maybes.
You want to go? You want to go first, or you want
Okay.
to go first? With the
You can go first.
Ivysaur, Caterpie, Butterfree, Kakuna, Beedrill, Pidgeotto, Ekans, Nidorina,
Nidorina.
evolution of female.
Nidoran.
Well, no, the evolution of the female Nidoran.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
we know what we mean. But Golbat, Venomoth, Golduck, all of the Bellsprout evolution line, Tentacruel, Ponyta, Dodrio, Cloyster, Ghastly, Onix, Voltorb, Alolan Executor, Rhydon, Chansey, Seadra, Scyther, Jinx, Magikarp, Jolteon, Kabutops, Mewtwo, and Mew.
For me, it is Caterpie, Alolan Raticate, Ekans, Pikachu, Nidoran female, Nidoking, Alolan Ninetales, Golbat, the Moth. I can't remember what your name is.
Venomoth.
Yeah, Venomoth, Diglett, Digtrio, Primeape, the Bellsprout, whatever your thing is.
Vilplume.
Vilplume, Tentacool, Alolan Grimer, Onix, Starmie, Kabuto, Kabutops, Alolan Articuno, and Mewtwo.
But yeah.
We have a long list to go.
Yeah. We still have 700 more.
Mm-hmm.
Which we can plan another time.
We can.
So we could just like find a way to save the pictures of this one, and then
No worries.
another stream we could just do the next region. We could.
Do you want to do it region style?
I was gonna say we could just do it region style.
All right. Well, we can do that instead. All right. So again, thank you everyone for showing up. I hope you all could bear with us in this little promptu stream. We're gonna go ahead and wrap things up, and we're gonna find out who we can go ahead and raid. Ellie, Vampire Gal, thank you for being here.
Yeah, it's fun to do this. It is fun to be actually plan out something to do streaming with someone. I've never done it before.
Yeah, you should start streaming. And I can raid you and all such.
Nah. Not till I get better stuff. Actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
don't.
I
You don't need a
I
lot.
gotta get better stuff, and also get stuff like you have with the pictures and cap stuff, and don't need to learn more stuff.
No worries. I can teach you if you need any. If you need absolutely anything. So I'm gonna flip a coin to see who I raid.
7. Tails.
All right, we're gonna go and say hi to Wildfire, who is currently playing receiver too. So let me go ahead and swap on over to this screen. Yoink. Thank you everyone for showing up. Again, it means a lot to me to see you all here. Cloudy, thank you again for the raid. It means absolutely a lot. And I hope you all, all those who stuck around enjoyed it. Ellie, again, it was an absolute pleasure to have you. Okay, so we will wrap this up and raid ending. Come on. All right, feel free to copy that raid message. If you could all do me just a bit of a favor and stick around just for a little while. Where's my raid option? There's the raid option. Receiver 2, I think. There we go. If you could all do me a favor and stick around just for a little while to go over and raid, it means a lot to me, and means a lot to them whenever we go and raid. If you want to, feel free to copy that raid message. If you don't have access to the emotes, feel free to use your own. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. It means an absolute much. I know that this was a bit of a later stream than usual and a bit of a shorter stream, but it was something new and I had a blast with it. I hope you had a blast too, Ellie. Yeah, and I can't wait to
what you're into. Figure out more things about you.
Yeah. Anyway,
it gives me more things to put down on notes.
More things to write down on paper. So again, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekends if I don't see you. Tomorrow I will be... Well, it depends on what I will do. I'll see what I can do. Probably a later stream because tonight I do have something that's going to be... that I have to do. So... if I don't stream, well, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekends until Monday where I do stream again. And we'll decide if we want to do either a game or continue this or go back to Insurgency. Alright.
If anything, it might be a game or go back to Insurgency because I think the only times I would have days were Fridays and Saturdays now.
Yep, feel free to join the Discord if you want updates on that. Feel free. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, give me just a sec.